Hey guys, this is Greg with Fit for Expedition. Um, Let me know if you find this camera to be not good because I got a different camera on here. We'll see how that goes. Today we've got a few channels that I think a lot of the people that are normally in our chat probably may not even know. So we'll find out. Um, so I want to introduce the people to my channel first off, and that's Fit for Expedition. So if you're actually looking for Greg at Fit for Expedition, this is the right place to be. As a matter of fact, rather than tell you about my channel, I can actually show you.
Get
Set.
set, go.
Go!
Hey, all right. So yeah, we've got 3 channels on today, and I'm going to be looking away a little bit because I'm reading my little script thing, but I also want to look at the YouTube page and be able to see who's in the chat. We've got Bill Andrews with Cruising Wild Child, and they travel by boat. He also has an RV. And we have Eddie Reese with Windy Therapy, and he travels by motorcycle. And we have Emily Ayers with Emm Ventures, and she travels on foot. So it's kind of interesting. Let's see who's in the chat real quick. Bree is here. Hi, Bree. Van City Adventures. Daryl, thanks for being here. Let's see. Jimmy with the Astute Tourist says raid. I bet you that's from Marshall, Mellow Nomadic Adventures. And reality is I am the spoon, the fork, and the knife. Shock the monkeys, it says. Let's see. Dyson's Crazy Adventure. Thanks for being here. Who else do I? Oh, Sonia. Thanks, Sonia, one of my mods. Also, I wanted to mention if you're one of the mods on the channel, make sure you drop your link whenever you want to, because last Wednesday, I forgot to say that. So, but you guys, just so you know, whenever we're live, drop your links. Okay, we got Jennifer from Water Girl Family Adventures, and hang on a second, everything just jumped here. Okay, here we go. Marshall's here. Thanks, Marshall, for the raid. She Devil Adventures. Thanks for being here. Kenny with Fordman, aka Kenneth Oakes, is here. Roy and Becky. Hey, thanks for being here. And Tim Mobang for you bucks is here. Thanks for being here. All right. Oh, Ray from Van Life Rocks, another mod. So is Tim. So is Marshall. And Kenny is one of the mods. And Panay Rancher, Carol here. Thanks for being here. Panay Rancher in Texas. Who else we got? I think I got through everybody. I want to make sure I'm not missing any questions or statements or. Okay, all right. So in a minute here, I'm going to bring up my first guest, which is actually Emily with Emm Ventures. But I wanted to mention that the Children's Cancer Research Center fundraiser that I've been working on, the Great Cycle Challenge. If you can contribute today, and by the way, the link is actually posted at the top of the chat. If you contribute today, they'll actually match the contribution. So that's kind of cool. The goal was originally at $500, and we're at 708 so far. But I got to catch up on my miles because I've only ridden 40, and I got to ride 100 before the end of the month. So, and I've just been doing too much of this kind of stuff. I wanted to show you. They sent me this bicycling jersey. Try and get it on the camera here. And it's about 4 sizes too small, but it's still pretty cool. I can hang it on the wall. That's kind of nice. I wouldn't have worn it anyway, probably, but I'm more of a t-shirt guy on the bike. Let's see. Oh, Tim, Mobang for your bucks. Thank you for the super chat. I don't have any of the cool little displays or videos or anything to put up yet for super chats, but I'm working on it. Yeah, that's cool. Thanks, Tim. All right, so let's go ahead and see where we're at here. Okay, let's go ahead and bring up Emily. Hey, Emily, Emm Ventures.
Yeah.
How you doing?
I'm pretty good. Yep.
Yeah? Hey, let me just tell people about your channel. What's that?
Just enjoying the outside.
You're always enjoying the outside. That's what your channel is about. Yeah, I'm gonna tell people a little bit about your channel, and then we'll go into some of the things about your channel. So Emily describes herself as an up-and-coming YouTuber. I'm pulling this off your About page, by the way. Her channel is about exploring the nature and wilderness of Canada, as well as peaceful life videos. Similar surroundings in your peaceful life videos. It's just not hiking and talking, right? So just more atmospheric kind of videos.
Yeah.
And I noticed it said that you might come across something abandoned.
Yes. I have a small list. Yep.
Yeah.
I have a small list all put together. I just have to get out to the locations.
Oh, okay. So how far do you actually journey from your home to your hikes? I mean, I'm just kind of curious, like what the area is where you live. Is it open like that, or?
Yeah, I don't travel too far. I think the furthest I've driven is about 40 minutes. I live in a pretty country-ish area, so it's not too bad. I have plenty of small little forests and things.
Okay, because I know you live in one of the more populated areas of Canada, right?
Yeah.
But I guess it's just different. I mean, a more populated area in Canada is not the same as the most populated areas in the U.S. No. So, yeah, yeah, that's a little different. Let me just say hi to Hildy Johnson and Becky Allen's here. Thanks for being here. And Jill is here. Jill's a friend of mine from Tucson. Let's see. Just want to make sure I'm not missing anybody. It says somebody's echoing. Hilda Johnson says somebody's echoing. I don't know. Oh, you?
That might be me.
Okay. So do you still have the YouTube side running on your? I don't hear it, but apparently they do hear it. Oh, Tiffany's here. Tiffany wears t-shirts. Are you familiar with Tiffany wears t-shirts? She was one of my live streams before.
I think I am.
Thanks for being here. I think I am. Yeah. So let me know if you guys are still hearing the echo. Maybe we can try to work something out. Figure out what that is. Okay. So I wanted to know what you. Well, first off, let's just tell everybody how many subscribers do you have?
As of right now, I have 332.
Okay. Well, that's 6 more than yesterday, I think.
Yep, which is exciting.
Because I had 326 written down. Well, that's good. Yeah. That's a positive thing.
That it is.
You know what? Your voice is your voice is not synced with your lips. Your lip sync is off. I don't know if you can do anything about that because you're on your phone. Yeah. Okay. So I know that you're going to be leaving us like at the halfway mark here. So I wanted to make sure I got you out earlier. And Em and I have been friends on social media for a long time, actually. I mean, for probably 8 or 9 months or so, right? something like that. Yeah. So
I am totally
is
the echo.
growing your channel? What's it?
I'm the echo.
You're the echo. That's okay. I don't know how bad it is. How bad is it, Ray? Is it pretty bad? Because I don't even notice it here. Mine is not either. Let me see what that says. Give me just a second. Okay. Are you trying? Did you just try to pop up on another link? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, that's better.
Sorry.
I don't know what you did.
Sorry.
What's up? Are you on the YouTube side or are you on the?
I don't
No?
know, actually.
Okay. All right. So let me ask you a question then. Has your experience with YouTube been what you thought it would be, like growing your channel, like what you have, what you do to grow your channel, or I mean, because I know for me, I just thought it would be kind of an organic thing, but it's really not that. It's not completely an organic thing. Partially is, but it's a lot of work, you know.
That it is. I thought
Yeah.
that I would grow a little faster than I am, but my video or my channel is not like super extravagant or anything like that. So it definitely is a little bit of work.
Yeah, but I think people get comfortable with a personality. They get comfortable with someone and what they do, and then they just kind of like it becomes a habit. Like they want to see that every day or every few days. And your videos are pretty short too, so it's not like very time consuming for someone to sit down and check it out. Yeah. Hey, if one of our mods can actually drop the link to Emm's. Oh, let's see, Emm, if you can close YouTube on your phone. Do you have YouTube open on your phone?
I don't think I do. So far, it's just StreamYard that's open.
Okay. If you can maybe look at that and see if you have YouTube open on your phone. And I will look at the chat for a second here. Let's see. It says must be an internet connection is what Tiffany says. So if you have YouTube closed on your phone, then it must be something else. And also you were lagging. Your voice was lagging behind your face. So that could be it too. Okay. So is there a particular creator on YouTube that you want to emulate or that you really look up to?
Not really. I kind of got into YouTube from watching this YouTuber called Mosargi. He does like haunted and abandoned. And
Yep,
he was kind of my encouragement in the beginning.
Okay. But what the stuff on your channel is not really like Mosargi's.
No.
He does some stuff like that, but mostly his is haunted and abandoned.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he also does some family stuff and things like that too. But yeah, because that's interesting. So it sounds like you really would like to do some abandoned stuff.
I do. That's my love.
Yeah. Hey, so let me pull up Eddie from Windy Therapy. Eddie, you ready? I guess so. Here he is. This is Eddie from Windy Therapy. Windy Therapy, his channel it's about motorcycles, or his motorcycle anyway, and like gear and equipment, camping on his motorcycle. I'm going to let him tell you more about it, but I'm going to just say that, yeah, in fact, I'm going to read from the About page. It says, your channel shares motorcycle riding, motorcycle camping, motorcycle gear reviews, and to improve your viewers' outdoor and riding experiences. So how did you get started in YouTube, and why did you decide you wanted to do that?
Well, it was about a year ago, right? My initial plan was really to create a channel to, as I like to call, use as a digital memory of my adventures, my family and friends. That's how we started. My channel is about 1 year old, I have 15 videos, which are not much. I normally release once a month, not as often as most people do. But I do have 650 followers, and it's going better than I was expecting, to be honest. As far as motorcycle camping, something different that I do that most people don't is the fact that I travel with a pop-up camper behind a motorcycle, right? And for me, it was very interesting to learn that my first videos were about cinematic videos using my cameras, my drone, basically just a beautiful scenery, nice music. But to be honest, most people didn't like it. No, I was getting 100 views, 200 views. And when I've done my first video hauling my trailer, it just spiked up very quickly. Right now, that video has about 20,000 views, which was my first one related to motorcycle camping using the trailer. So it's been great. I was just traveling this past weekend. Got enough material to release another 3 or 4 videos, which will be nice. But it's been a nice journey. Just to give you guys some background in case you're wondering about my accent. I'm half Canadian, half Brazilian. I've been in Canada for about 25 years. So that's more or less half of my age. So I'm kind of half and half. But like I said, I live in a beautiful place of the country. I live in the West Coast, in a city called Kelowna, which is about 4 hours from Vancouver, which most people know about. I'm still camping. I'm planning to go camping 2 weeks again and try to enjoy the weather because, as some of you guys know, in the West Coast, we're having a lot of fires. It's very smoky, very hot. Our temperatures for a while was hotter than yours, Greg. We're getting 115 degrees Fahrenheit, which is for Canada. People
I know. Yeah,
So,
I know. I remember. Can you hear me? Okay, because
yeah.
I have the headphones on, and okay, just want to make sure it was working. It says it cured the echo, so hopefully the headphones are helping things. I remember talking to a common friend we have, Uta, in Canada, and she would tell me what the temperature was there on her back patio, and it was like 15 degrees hotter than it was here in Tucson for like a week. It was extreme. Yeah. What was the highest temperature? I don't know what Celsius is to Fahrenheit. I'd have to get out a calculator. But what was the hottest temperature? 45 was the hottest?
Celsius or 45 Celsius or 113 Fahrenheit.
113. Yeah, but that'd be pretty close to what we got to this year in Tucson, although it is coming down a little bit. Hey, let me check the chat real quick and see if we're missing anybody. And I'm sorry, I'm like leaning way off the camera here, but it sounds like this fixed the problem.
It got better.
Yeah, that's good.
I don't know how it did, but it did work.
Well, let me hear Emily say something. Say hi to us,
It
Emily.
definitely sounded less echoey.
Okay, let's see what they say.
Way better.
Yeah, my YouTube is muted. They're asking me to check my YouTube, but I know it's muted. Maybe I'll just turn it off and go with the. It actually did sound like it fixed something. Let me go. Doesn't it? It sounded like it fixed something.
Yeah.
Let me go back up into and make sure I'm not missing anything over here in the StreamYard side. And actually, let me know if you guys in the chat if you think this actually fixed it.
They're saying that it did, so good job.
Yeah, cool. Okay, I see a bunch of ones. I think that means it sounds good. Yeah, cool. Okay, so how long have you been riding a motorcycle? Your whole life?
Since Moses was a boy. So
yeah.
Since I was 12 years old. So it's been 42 years.
42 years?
And thankfully never had an accident. Yeah, never had an accident.
That's good.
But what I tell people
we might not be talking to you.
And what I tell people, and that's why I use my channel. I was just sharing a few days ago the purpose of the channel, why I'm doing what I'm doing, and what I said. I think it resonates with a lot of people. I said my job as an older writer is to make sure that younger writers will become older writers like me, right? So I try to share as much as I can, strategies, gears, and whatever I can to help people to really enjoy the writing experience, but enjoy that in a safely manner, right? The worst thing I want to see or hear is about someone that just started writing and got an accident and got hurt. And that's not really what we're trying to do. So I really use the channel to promote safety. Like I said, I've been writing for 42 years, but I'm still going after courses. I keep watching videos to improve my road strategy and safe behavior. So it never ends, man. So I keep trying to improve myself. That's maybe why I never had an accident, right? So the more you do it, the more you train yourself, you create some kind of muscle memory. So when you have near misses, which we do ever so often, I just had one or two this past weekend, the knowledge and the training that we do help us to react quickly, right? So that's what I tell people. When you're close to a near miss, it's not the time to try to think about what you're going to be doing. You have to react quickly. And that's where the practice and trying to improve yourself is very critical.
Yeah. I was wondering, when you first put that camper behind your trailer, how different was that? I mean, I'm sure it was like a tugging going on, right? But
it is different. It is different. It's not as hard. When I'm cruising, for example, in a highway, I can't even feel it, right? When I'm going, let's say, 100 kilometers an hour, 65 miles an hour, I can't feel it, mainly if it's not flat highway. It gets a little bit more complicated when I go uphill, right? My motorcycle is not the best one as far as having enough torque, like a Goldwing, for example. So I can do the job, but I can't do kind of mountain passes, for example. Small hills, I can do it. The bike suffers. But it's different, right? Mainly when you're turning, when you have curves or doing 90-degree bends, that's when you can really feel that there's something behind you. But other than that, in high speeds,
I'm sure.
Feel it.
And you're always looking behind your back again. Who is that back there?
Yeah,
right?
and having said that, I've done it a couple times, not too many, about 5 times so far, but I'm still tense, right? Despite all my years of riding motorcycle, I'm not to the point that I'm riding relaxed, right? Hauling the trailer yet. It might come with practice and more time, right? But like I said, even this past weekend, I got home more tired than I normally would because I was kind of more or less tense, kind of riding and always watching, make sure the trailer was still there. There was another channel that there's a guy that does more or less what I do. He's from Newfoundland, and he has a video that he shows his trailer just passing his motorcycle. Right? Somehow it got disconnected, and he had a camera that actually caught the trailer just passing his motorcycle and ended up going to a ditch. Thankfully, it didn't hit anybody, but that was an eye opener for me. So since watching that video, I'm way more mindful as far as making sure the trailer is properly attached to the hitch ball, make sure the chains are in place. Like I said, it's the worst thing you want to do is to cause an accident, right? So I want to make sure the trailer is not going to go anywhere.
Absolutely,
but it's fun. It's fun.
So are there like restrictions on places you can actually go? Do you find that pulling the trailer keeps you from being able to go to some areas? And I mean,
not that I know,
Greg.
Not that I know. I know in some countries, even in the States, to the best of my knowledge, it's legal to do pretty much across.
No, I don't. That's not what I mean. I mean, what I actually mean is, do you find that you can't go into as many like specific roads and that kind of thing with the trailer?
Yeah, that happens, right? So I can't go, for example, off-roading or even gravel roads. I have to be cautious, right? I can't go in a bumpy road. Because that now adds stresses to the trailer and the bike, because the bike is going to be jumping all over and gets harder to control. So it really kind of keeps me in the highway side of things, which, to be honest, is more or less what I do anyways. My motorcycle, is a sport cruiser, so it's not meant to go off road. So it didn't change much because that's what I used to do when I was tenting, anyways. But it does kind of limits if you want to go on the bushes, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of saying. I wanted to make sure I said hi. I'm not sure if I said hi to Fairy Dust. I hope I did, but hello, Fairy Dust, and Jimmy with the Astute Tourist. I think I already said hi to Jimmy, but oh, good vibes. JJM Phil Journey. I don't really know. I wonder. I would like to know what those what that means. But anybody else in here that we missed? I don't think so. Oh, yes, Lisa, Artscape Adventures by Lisa. And Naj is here. Hi, Naj. Finding happiness in all you do. Thanks for being here. I know that Emily's going to have to leave in a couple of minutes here, so I'm gonna I'm gonna bring up Bill so that we can all be on the camera for at least a few minutes together. Okay. I think I brought him up. Where is he? Oh, there he is.
Hey.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. How's everyone doing?
Yeah. Great. So I know you had to like duck out of work for this, huh? Well, maybe y'all did. I don't really know.
No one needs to know.
Yeah. So let me tell you a little bit about Bill's channel. And Bill's channel is Cruising Wild Child. Bill has a yacht and I'm going to ask you about that because I'm curious what a yacht is really. But Bill has a yacht, and they're located in Canada, and they're slowly transitioning to. I'm sure he'll be back. There we go. To full-time live aboard lifestyle on Wild Child, which is their yacht, their motor yacht, and currently. You're currently cruising both the north and south shores of Lake Ontario and St. Lawrence Seaway, and with plans on expanding your adventure and destinations to include the east coast of the United States and the Bahamas. So, yeah. How long have you had your yacht, Bill?
Sorry, what was that?
How long have you had the yacht?
This one, we're going on 3 years now, but we've been boating almost 25 years now.
Yeah.
So, of course, we got foot. I just started with an 18-foot, one to a 20-foot, 26-foot, and now the 42.
You're like really breaking up. I don't know what's going on.
See if I can better
yeah.
signal here. Better there?
No, you're froze. You're froze. Is he froze for everybody else? Yeah.
A little bit.
Okay. Yeah. Let me just say real quick. Thank you, Jamie, for the $5 super chat. The Astute Tourist. I appreciate that. Okay. Give it another shot. Can you? You're moving. You're kind of glitchy. You're kind of glitchy, and.
It's not any better.
You're actually, no, it's not. You're froze.
Let me back up. I'll come back on a second.
Okay. Okay, so it's you and me in a couple minutes, and you're out of here. So, let me say hi to Mika Me.
Hello.
How about this? How about this statement? Mika Me says, "I'm naked." Okay. Better not put her on camera then. Okay. Yeah. So like we were talking about the Facebook group that we were all in, and we're trying to remember what it was called. It's traveling YouTubers. I don't remember. I really don't. But anyway, it's Uta's group, and we're all friends from there. Actually, let me see. They're back here again. Okay, there's Bill. It's still doing the same thing.
All right.
Yeah.
One more time.
Okay. Well, let's go. Let's say goodbye to Emily because I know she has to leave. So I appreciate you being here, Emily. Thank
Thanks
you.
for having me.
Yeah, and I hope you'll come back on again
I
in the
will.
future. Okay,
I
cool.
hopefully will.
Thanks. Okay. All right. Bill, are you just sitting there or are you froze? I think he's froze. Let's go back to you. Let's talk to you about your channel some more because Bill's gone. Um,
Hey, Greg.
so I asked you about, yeah.
I can answer. I just noticed a question when you guys were talking to Bill, so perhaps I can address that. Someone was asking, if there are
Absolutely.
any restrictions as far as pulling a motorcycle trailer in Canada and US. So to the best of my knowledge, there are no restrictions of pulling this trailer with a motorcycle either side, US or Canada. I do know that in some countries like Germany, perhaps Spain, and some other countries that I heard in Europe, those are not allowed over there. So, but as far as North America, there are no issues. And one more point about the trailer I'm pulling, and if you guys go to my channel, you can see how that stuff looks like. I can also use our SUV. So for me, it's a 2-in-1 kind of toy. So I can haul it with my motorcycle, or my wife and I travel using our SUV because she's not too
Okay.
cozy about traveling motorcycle anymore. So when she wants to go camping, we just take the camper in our vehicle. So it's pretty handy for that.
Okay. Bill's back.
Hopefully. Is that any better now? Or?
Yeah,
It's better, but I can hear you better, but you're still freezing up. But we can hear you now. It seems
Okay,
like.
well, at least for some.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So I wanted to find out. You said you had plans to go full time in your yacht. How soon are you planning on doing that?
Well, retirement comes in 42 months. So,
Okay.
Plan is downsize everything and full time on the yacht and the RV.
Okay. You're going to keep the RV then. So you're going to have a permanent slip, or what? I think that's what they call it, right? Where you have a permanent dock that you
We
can
had
come back to.
Yeah, we kind of tossed the idea around. Probably more than having a permanent slip would be. Obviously, would need somewhere to store the boat when we're not there. But most of the time we spend over in the Bahamas or down in the Caribbean somewhere.
Okay.
That's things going to need to be worked out at this point still. But that is the initial plan.
Right. But you're still 3.5 years away. So you're not, you got time to figure those things out.
Yeah. And right now we're doing a lot of upgrades on the boat. So it's going to take probably a good 3 years before we're even near ready to go.
Okay. Oh, Jimmy from the Astute Tourist. You might actually know Jimmy from the Facebook group, actually. He wants to know what your next trip is.
Well, we actually do have a lot of video I do have to edit still. We did take the RV out to New Brunswick back in July. Haven't had a chance yet to get to editing that, but hopefully that'll be out soon. Unfortunately for us, our season is pretty well done at this point.
Okay.
Hopefully we can get maybe 1 or 2 more trips in, but I still have quite a bit of footage to go through. So again, hopefully in the next few weeks I can get another video or 2 out.
Yeah. Now you're talking about cold. Is that what you're saying? The season's coming to an end because of
because
for me the season's starting. Because I'm in Arizona.
I think I might have
that much different. It's probably not that much difference for BC either, right? This year, anyway. Right, you're probably starting to get nice and comfy now.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe I should have been in BC this
summer. You can always cruise around, right? Go all the way around, and of course, I see some big giant boats on the highway sometimes being hauled across the country too. I guess you could do it that way.
It'll be difficult. I mean, this boat it's a 15-foot beam, so I'm imagining the permits you're going to need would be quite expensive. So our big thing would be taking it down through the Erie Canal system and then to down through the Hudson and down through the intercoastal waterway there, and then over to Florida or the Bahamas.
Have you thought about it?
Sorry?
About doing that? Have you thought about doing that? Have you talked about doing that?
We've had many discussions, the wife and I, and like I said, it's all in the plan. So right now, it's just a matter of finishing up our boat and slowly downsizing what we do have now. This is why I sold the motorcycle there last year. So the toys are slowly going, and
yeah,
how big is the fuel tank, Bill?
You still.
What's that?
How big is the fuel tank?
In the boat, there's 250-gallon tanks, so 300 in total.
Holy!
So she's not cheap.
But it drinks a lot of gas, I'm sure. Or is it diesel? It's probably diesel.
It's diesel. It's diesel. I mean, as far as boats goes, I guess it is fairly economical. I'm getting maybe 3 gallons per hour per motor, so it's not breaking the bank.
Wait, what was it again? 3 miles per gallon?
I burn about 3 gallons per hour.
3 gallons per hour. Oh, okay. Okay.
So we cruise at about we cruise about 8 knots. So I guess you're in the area.
Translates
2 miles to the gallon, I guess.
Okay. I guess that's okay. Although I know the gas or diesel is pretty expensive up in Canada.
It is.
I saw somebody talking about that yesterday. Yeah.
It's probably about 5.
So let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
What is it? What is considered a yacht?
Well, there's different forms, I guess, but basically self-contained. So you'd have to have a head, cooking facilities, and obviously somewhere to sleep. Wild Child is equipped with 3 bedrooms actually, and 2 heads, full kitchen. It's totally set up for off-grid. It's got a 8,000-watt generator in it. Just finished putting the 2,000-watt inverter in it, and currently all the electronics is being upgraded.
Okay, so you got a lot. You're sinking a lot into it right now.
A lot. Just trying to get it.
I shouldn't say sinking a lot into it.
No.
Hey, by the way, you're actually, we can see you fine and hear you fine now, so you're
good.
Worked out. Yeah. So, either of you guys have any? Do you have any plans, Eddie, to go to the East Coast, Canada?
That was my plan this past summer, right? Because just before COVID stuff hit, one of the reasons why I bought this camper was to try to go coast to coast, right? To take like 4 weeks off and try to go from the Pacific here all the way to the Atlantic. I do have friends all the way across, so I have places to stop, nice places to camp. But as we all know, that went to hell with COVID in 2021. Maybe in 2022, that I'll try again. I'm not sure how far I can go. At this point, I'll be happy
we're
if
not
I can
even sure
only
what's
cross
gonna
the
happen.
border. If I can cross the border, I'll be happy, because even if I just was a short trip, I love the Oregon and the Washington coast. It's a beautiful area, as you guys probably know. Even if I can just go down south all the way to Oregon and come back, I'll be happy just doing that next year.
That would be nice.
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah, it would be. Let me say hi to Box Fan D. D's in the house. Thanks for being here. It's always cool when D's here. Yeah, so that would be cool if you guys can meet up sometime. You know what I mean? Somewhere.
Hey, never say never. 5 years for me,
I won't
Bill.
be there. It's too far, but
5 years for my retirement, so that's my plan anyway. So, and then if I am retired, then I have more plans. Who knows? I can even go all the way down to my motherland, go down to Brazil. Not sure if I can make it all the way down without
really
being
cool.
mugged or killed, but it would be kind of interesting.
Can you haul your trailer all the way? That's why you left?
Yeah, that's why I left.
Yeah. So
but it is doable. Right?
Can
It
you
is doable. It's just
you can haul that trailer down there?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I could,
any
yeah.
plans to just move into your trailer?
Say that again, sorry?
Any plans to just move into your little trailer?
Yeah, who knows? That's my doghouse. If my wife gets mad, I can live there. It's big enough. I have a double side bed. And
Yeah.
and I can also live outside the grid, not as nice as Bill, but I do have a solar panel. I have a small solar generator, so I can get by. No, it's not too hard.
Yeah. What kind of electric system do you have on your trailer, actually?
Basically, I have a small, they call it solar generator from Jackery. So it's a small battery pack, really. It's called the Jackery 300. And the beauty of that
I know it
system,
well. Yeah.
yeah, if the Jackery 300 allows me to charge my cell phone, my iPad, the drone, all the gadgets, plus my LED lights for almost 3 days without any charge, right? And using the solar panel, which is it's one called Dokyo, and it's a 100 watts panel. So it takes about, depending how much sun I'm getting, I can recharge the system from 0 to 100 in 4 hours or so, right? So even when I was camping this week, when I was camping this past weekend, after 2 days I went out, I left for a ride. My battery pack was at 60%. I left the solar panel going. When I came back, I was back to 100. And to be honest, I find that's fascinating, right? So you make the initial investment to get those solar panels, but after that, it's free energy, right? It feels good, right? It feels good to go for a ride and your battery's recharged. So it has something nice to see that happening, right?
Yeah. I've got it's called an EcoFlow system. Because I have the box van that I'm building, and I have an EcoFlow system. It's I think it's 350 watts. It's probably very comparable to your Jackery, but we're going to be buying I think it's a 3,500 watt system with 1,400 watts of solar. So the box van, because we are planning on moving into it, and we're downsizing big time too, more than you, Bill. Because it's only 128 square feet in that box van, so it's it's like moving into a jail cell. Just kidding. Somebody might get mad at me because a lot of people live in their vehicles like that. That some of them are in the chat. But we're going to be doing it. I want to say hi real quick to Sue, Lucky Dog Productions moderator, and RVing with G. Georgie's here. Thanks for being here. Yeah. So. How many subscribers do you have, Bill?
I believe 516, I think.
Yeah, so you guys, and I don't know if anybody dropped the link for Bill's channel, but Cruising Wild Child, I hope somebody can drop the link for it one of the mods can drop the link for it in the chat. But it's a pretty cool channel, and I think it's quite different from a lot of the travel channels because you're on a yacht, so it's unusual. Almost just like both of your channels are that way. I mean, very different than your average travel or nomad channel. Hey, real quick, I would like to, if you guys don't mind, I would like to run a little spot that I've made for the Children's Cancer Research Center, and I gotta find it here. Just give me a second. And I just wanted to remind everybody that at the top of the chat, it's pinned that you can actually donate today to the Great Cycle Challenge, and it'll be matched. Your donation will be matched today. So let me go ahead and run that. Hey guys, today on Fit for Expedition, I want to tell you about an organization that is working to end children's cancer and how you can help. You can join the movement to fight kids' cancer. And the way you can do that is by either riding in the Great Cycle Challenge in September and raising money that way, or you can just help out by giving some money, donating some money to somebody in somebody's name who is riding. Thanks. You there? Everybody's there? Okay. Oh, there he is. All right. Hey, yeah, so like I said, you can contribute today, and it's only today, and then your funds will be matched for the research center. And I think I mentioned this, but I'm going to go ahead and mention it again. We actually, our goal was $500, and we have raised 708 so far. So above goal, that's kind of cool. I was wondering if anybody in the chat has any questions for our guests on the panel today. Oh, Gina's here, Van Life with Gina. Thanks for being here. Van Life with Gina, that's actually, she's got an awesome channel, and she's actually kind of like one of the centers of this whole nomadic community that is in the chat and all involved in this group. And she's been so helpful to everybody. I just wanted to mention that because she's really helped a lot of channels grow. That's Van Life with Gina. We should, I'm looking for one of my mods to see if anybody posted Bill's channel. Give me just a second. Maybe Sonia, if you could do that. It's Cruising Wild Child.
I tried to do it. I just don't know if it actually went through, guys. So just see if you guys can see it.
No, you can't do it because you're not a mod. You can post it, but it will just show up. It won't. Won't be able to be linked. Yeah, because somebody can click on it. What's that?
Said he's not privileged.
It's not privileged. Is that a privilege? I'm not sure. Tim from Mobang on your buck says Gina is my starter jump on my channel. Yeah, actually, Gina got me over 100 because I was only at like 65 or 70 subscribers, and she actually got me over 100 in like 2 days.
Wow.
And then it's not like a sub for sub kind of thing. It's not like one of these groups where all you do is click links and, it's not like that. It's just she builds a community. It's really cool. And I still know all the people that I met in her chats, and you guys should check it out, seriously. Van Life with Gina. And she also, when I was below 600 subscribers, I couldn't get over that hump, and she got me over that hump, and then like right away I got to 700. So I think that helped. That is actually organic. That's the way you envision YouTube growing, your channel growing from the start is organically like that, where you just make friends on YouTube and they want to watch your stuff and you want to watch their stuff, and it's similar type of videos, and you all have this kind of a similar mindset, and you're all interested in the same things. And that's the way it's supposed to work. You know what I mean? That's what I feel like anyway. It doesn't necessarily work that way, and you guys know that.
No, far
from it.
Can I ask a
question for you guys? Can I ask a question for you guys?
Yeah, absolutely.
Even for folks that are actually on the call, because like I said, I believe most people here are YouTube creators. I guess most people do have a channel,
mostly.
So it'd be nice to see what people have to say. But basically, what I always wonder is what kind of stuff you managed to learn throughout your journey, right? I can start sharing mine, and you guys can go from there. Something that I realized very quickly is the fact that not necessarily what I want to do is what people want to watch, right? There's a big disconnect. I'm not sure if disconnect is the right description, but basically, not because I like a particular video or topic, it means that people will like it, right? So for me, that was fascinating to realize. And when I look, like I said, I don't have a lot of videos. I have about 15. And the top 5 videos are probably the one that I like the most. But those, I think I have about 200 views, right? And more or less by accident, I start showing my trips with my camper. And those have like 10,000 views, 20,000 views.
You got a lot of views.
Yeah, so like I said, there's one, I think it was my first trip with my camper. That one has 20,000 views of my 40,000 that I have right now, right? So that one, it takes a lot of my my hours. But like I said, for me, it was one of those aha moments, right? Which allowed me to understand what my followers actually want to watch, right? So, and I realized that's not about what I want, it's basically what they want to see, right? So now after this past weekend, I have enough material that I can show how I set up my campground. The next video is going to be my 5 luxury items, which most people talk about the basics. I'm going to be talking about the luxury items that I'm carrying, and go from there, right? So right now I'm trying to leverage the trends. Now I can see what I want to watch. So that's more or less the way I'm trying to go. I'm not sure if you guys had the same experience. I was trying to create different videos and see which ones were responding better. I think I kind of more or less found my niche.
Yeah, that's cool. That's good. I don't know. What about you, Bill?
You know what? Very, very similar. I think with our channel, we're still trying to more or less trying to find ourselves with it. We just haven't really tweaked that sweet spot. And I know for me right now, editing is probably a big issue. That's something I'm going to have to practice and get much better at doing. That and some of the ideas. I mean, a lot of times I have the ideas in the head, but by the time I get the camera and everything else, things change and lost the moment, whatever. And I got all kinds of video footage that just never make it to being edited because one thing or another. So it's been a big learning curve for us.
Yeah, one thing I found that has been a hindrance sometimes is I'll have an idea like you're saying, it's all planned out in my head. I know what I want to do, and then I'll get somewhere, but there'll be like too many people around, and I'll be kind of embarrassed to break out the camera and start doing the recording.
Absolutely, yeah.
It depends. Sometimes it's fine, and sometimes it's not fine. Even if there's a crowd, sometimes I'm fine with it, but sometimes it's just you get this strange feeling, Just real quick, I wanted to say hi to Misty Mitch Vlog and Panda 82 channel. Thanks for being here. And let me see if I missed anybody else. Oh, there's Cruising Wild Child. There's your link. It's posted. And yeah, D says if you have a video that has a lot of views, try doing more like it. And D knows because she's got a very successful channel. So I obviously hit her niche because she gets a lot of views. I found I just put a poll on my community tab of the other day, and it was, would you rather see videos that are urban exploration, because I do the urbex stuff, or outdoors and trails, that kind of thing, or roadside attractions, or my box van build? And I actually thought it was going to be #1 was going to be the urbex stuff, because that does get the most views on my channel. And then I thought it would be the box van stuff, because not a lot of people, a lot of people do it. There's hundreds, but in the big picture, it's not that many. And it turned out to be the outdoors and trails was #1, and then the urbex. But Eddie, you were just talking about your videos that are doing better seem to be the the camping videos, right? The setup and the camping and that kind of thing. So I think people actually, that's what they want to see. Yeah.
Yeah, like someone just said, it's basically trying to, I guess in the beginning, we all have the shotgun approach, right? You kind of shoot everywhere and see which one sticks. And when you find it, you just leverage that topic, right? And I wouldn't be surprised if yours, Greg, becomes the van project. Even within my own area, as far as motorcycle camping, there's hundreds of motorcycle camping channels, right? And like I said, some are better than others, but more or less they're all the same, right? Or just guys just ride on the highway, which I find that's kind of boring, right? So the camper that I got is something unique, and it was quite nice to see. I got 4 messages through Facebook from people that saw me this past weekend, and they said, "Listen, I just saw you by someone on." The other guy said, "Listen, I saw you in the campground. I was just beside you, so I was watching you can set the units." So I said, "Oh, that's kind of nice. People are starting to recognize me and my camper out there," and I thought that was kind of cool to see, right?
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, it's kind of fun when I've only had that happen once when I was out and met somebody that watches the channel. It's only happened one time to me, but And
it's always the first time.
and yeah, and it was apparently they commented on a video, 4 months ago, and I didn't remember it, but they thought I should remember. You know what I mean? I should remember me. Oh, and just I don't. So sorry. I shouldn't say that. Yeah, the thumbnails are really important, but the SEO, the tags. I mean, I know that some people were saying that the tags, on the videos are not important anymore. But if you read YouTube's information, this still is. They still pay attention to the tags on your videos.
How about the
editing,
hashtags?
like Bill said, editing is a bummer, right? Like I said, I guess we all share that. When you get let's say a 10-minute or 20-minute video, it takes 8 hours to get it done, sometimes 10 hours, right? So it is time consuming, and that was probably one of the points I overlooked when I started. I thought, okay, I'm just gonna go out, shoot some videos, and just upload them on YouTube and bug your uncle, right? But then I realized very quickly that takes time. Editing is a chore by itself. It takes time to do it nicely, because nobody likes to watch a video that's shaken or the sound is crappy. So there's a lot of, it's the video, it's the audio, it's trying to make it entertaining as much as you can. And like I said, like a 10-minute video can become a 10-hour project, right? And I guess we all understand what that means. So it's a lot of time commitment.
Yeah, what do you do for? I mean, what do you use for editing software? Both of you.
I do all mine on my
ahead, Bill.
phone. So I think it's
Do you
called.
use it on your phone?
I think it's Video Maker that I use. It's on my
Okay.
phone. So I've actually picked up a laptop, but I haven't had a chance to sit down with it and figure out how to use it yet. So I'm still doing mine on the phone.
Is it a Mac or is it
What's
a
that?
Mac or a PC? Is yours a Mac
PC.
or a PC?
It's a PC for
Okay.
a laptop. Yeah.
Okay.
I use Luma
How
Fusion.
about you, Eddie?
What do you use, sir?
What is it?
Luma Fusion. It's actually
Luma
it's
Fusion?
not expensive. Yeah, and it's mainly, I might be wrong, but I think it's mainly for Macs. So I use that on my iPad. I think it was about $49 or so, $50, but it's very powerful. You can have like 3 or 4 lines of video overlapped. You can have 2 or more of audio. You can import stuff. The challenge I'm having right now, and after this call, I have to go out to Best Buy and buy a little adapter to connect my iPad to an external hard drive because my iPad can't take the pictures anymore in the video. Sorry, right? My iPad, it has 64 gigs of memory or hard drive. Sorry, and like I said, after just loading like a few videos yesterday, I'm getting all kinds of alarms. Oh, the hard drive is full. The hard drive is full. So instead of buying a new iPad, which I thought I would be kind of forcing myself to, I just realized last night that there's a little adapter that I can connect my iPad to one of those external hard drives like this one. And then I can do all my editing in here instead of the iPad. And that will make things much, much easier. Like I said, 64 gigs is pretty good if you have just pictures, but as we use videos, it doesn't take much to get the stuff full.
No.
Yeah.
And I've just started picking up with DaVinci. So I'm trying to figure that one out at this time.
For you, Bill, will probably be an iPad. Like I said, once you're traveling the boat, an iPad is big enough to kind of do your editing, and in using an iPad or a tablet. I mean, it doesn't need to be an Apple per se, but a tablet, I think, is big enough for us to do the editing, and there's more options if you use a tablet or an iPad of some kind.
Yeah, more so than on the phone.
I use a MacBook Pro, but I just use the iMovie to do my editing. I've been using the iMovie since, not for YouTube, but just for videos since like 2005. Okay. So I've gotten so used to it. The new one's actually, some of the things on the new one are actually not as good as some of the things on the old program, but most of them are better and faster, So you just have to get used to the differences, I'm actually we're at the end of the hour. In fact, I always go over the hour. I try to cut it off at the hour, but I never make it. I hope you guys will
we
be
have
back
a lot of
on
time.
I know I
too
just
much
said that to you,
time.
didn't I, before we started? Yeah, so I hope you guys will come back sometime.
No, sounds good.
Talk again
Absolutely.
in the future. Okay, awesome. And oh, hey, Danny, Griswold Family Vacay. Sorry, Danny, but we're just about to shut down. Make sure you drop your links again, and if you could drop the links for these channels, and also Cruising Wild Child, Windy Therapy, and Emm Ventures. If you could do that too, that would be great. And I just wanted to, at the end here, I wanted to make sure that I mentioned a week from today, we're going to have Steve from Desert Adventures in Arizona, and I'm actually going to be on location with him doing the live stream. And he's actually a licensed drone pilot, small drone pilot. He's going to be showing me how to fly my drone, because the first one I got flew away right when I put it up the first time. I couldn't get it to come back. So we're going to be doing that, and that's at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern, next Wednesday. And so thank you, Windy Therapy, Cruising Wild Child, and Emm Ventures for being here. And don't forget about the cancer fundraiser. If you guys want to contribute to the cancer fundraiser, that link is still posted at the top of the chat here. And if you go today, they'll match your donation. But you can still donate after this, if you don't want to do it today, it just won't be matched. And thanks, both of you, for being here. And Emm, she's not up here now, but thanks to all of you. And thanks to my mods. And thanks to everybody in the chat and everybody here's watching. And also anybody who watches this after. I mean, I know it's live right now, but there'll be people that'll watch it when it's not live. And I want to say thank you to you also. And please be like the Fonz and give this a thumbs up. Okay? Thanks a lot. See you next week.